you ever wanted to sell digital products on autopilot using Instagram, TikTok, or any social media platform, then pay attention. Because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up an automatic system that sells for you 24/7. And the best part, you don't need any crazy tech skills. I'm using a super simple tool that makes the whole process easy. And if you want to follow along, just hit the link in the description and try it for free. All right, let's get to it. So here we are on the homepage of Beacons AI. This is the platform or tool that we're going to be using to host our digital product and sell it as well on social media. So when you have created your free account, which you can do in the link below, we're going to come over to this sidebar right here. And the first thing we want to do is we want to set up our payment system. So we're going to go down here to settings. And then we're going to go over here to payments. And as you can see, I already have my payment stuff already set up. But what you'll notice is you'll see Stripe, and then you'll see Apple Pay and Klarna, and you'll see PayPal, and then you'll have a spot for your bank account information. So the Apple Pay and Klarna and Afterpay and stuff, this is all part of the Pro feature. You'll have to have a paid plan to use these. But what you want to do is you want to go ahead and set up your Stripe account. So if you don't already have a Stripe account, then you're going to want to set that up and then go ahead and connect this to your account so that you can accept payments through there. And then additionally, you can also connect your PayPal account if you already have one as well, so that your customers have the ability to pay for your digital product using PayPal. And all you got to do is click this button right here and go through the process of setting that up and connecting it to your Beacons account. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, let's get to the good stuff. We want to go ahead and create our digital product. So we're going to go back here to the sidebar, and we're just going to go ahead and select products. This is the product page right here. You won't have anything here if this is a brand new account for you. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and click on this blue button that says new product. And then you want to go ahead and select digital product. And then it's going to bring us over here to our product page that we need to go ahead and fill out with the information for our digital product. And so this is very, very simple. And so if you pay attention right here, you have these different sections, and all you have to do is just go down each one of these and just fill in the information as is. Or you can go through on the page itself and you can edit all the information on here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these sections on the sidebar right here and go through and edit it that way because it's much more structured. So we're going to start off with our product title. And here we're going to go ahead and enter the title for our product. So for this example, my product title is the Juicing for Health Guide. And so I'm going to step away from something that I usually do, which is digital products. And I want to do an example of a juicing guide for this particular video in this example. So this is going to be my product title. And then we're going to go ahead and back out of there. And then we're going to go and set our price. So we already have a price of $5 that is automatically here by default. We're going to take that out and we're going to go ahead and put like $37. And so you'll see all these different options right here. Really just keep it on this option, and you can explore these other options as well if you feel the need to, but you just want to go ahead and have set price selected and then enter your price and then use your denomination that you have. I'm in the US, so I'll be using USD. And then also you can add a discount code if you want. But so now we have our price set. I'm going to back out of there. We're going to go to description, and we're going to go ahead and enter a description for our actual digital product. All right. So I've entered a description for my digital product, which is my juicing guide. And as you can see, it says revitalize your body and boost your health with the Juicing for Health Guide. And it's got some fruit emojis, and it's a pretty clear description. And so you can also use this as inspiration for your digital product as well. All I do is some slight formatting, like bolding certain things that I want to highlight. And that's about it. So we have our description right here. I think this is just fine. So now we're going to go ahead and put our product image inside of here as well. So what we'll do is we can go right back here to the sections and go to the media, and you see it already has this default image. I don't really need that. So after I input my actual image, I'm going to delete this image right here. So let's go ahead and add our product image. All right, so I have entered my image right here, and I'm going to go ahead and X this out and delete that because we don't need this. Because if I kept it in there, this is what it's going to do. It's going to add that as part of the selection of images. And you can always add more than one image as well. And then you can realign them as well. But I don't need this default image, so I'm going to get that out of here. All right, and so this is how our product page looks. And what we can do is to actually make it a little nicer looking. We can take a look at the design, and we can also adjust the layout that we have. So right now we have, here's the original, we have landscape, and we have dynamic, which was what we started out with. But I don't want to use dynamic. I want to use the original because it actually looks better for this layout. And then you have the option to change the colors as well. It gives you a bunch of different color palettes that you can select. So let's play around with this just for a quick second. So let me find a color palette that might match up with what we're doing here. And so let's take a look at this Silver Dawn. Okay, that's pretty neat. How about tropical green? All right, I like that one. So I'm going to keep this right here, but you can also go even more detailed and change the colors of the design individually as well if you want. So that's an option as well. And then we can go right here to the fonts, and we can adjust the fonts for our page as well. And so we have quite a few selections. So let's take a look at this. All right, we'll go with Jost. I think Jost is pretty cool for this design right here. So we'll X that out. And so now we have our completed product page right here. Let's pull these sections back up. So we've done these first 4 already. And so what this one is, where it says product file, this is how you're going to go ahead. Like it says, these are the files your customers will receive after they check out. So after they purchase your product. So for this example right here, I would want to upload the PDF to my particular guide. Now, I don't have one for this example, but that's what you would want to do. And if your digital product is hosted on like a website, you can add the link instead if it's not an actual PDF or a document. So you want to make sure that this is completed right here so that when your customer buys, they will receive your product. And so we'll just leave that alone for now. And these are some optional sections right here that you can take a look at as well. These aren't as important. And so once we have gone through these main sections, we want to go ahead to our checkout page. And this is our checkout page right here. And this is the page that your customer is going to see before they purchase your product. And so you can edit this out to look however it is that you want. But by default, the necessary information that you need is already here. So we want to make sure that they have a place to put their name, their email address. If you want to update the price, you can click this and update the price. And then also the payment details as well. But I like how everything is on its own. This will work for me. And if you want to add any additional fields, you can go over here and you can add some of these additional fields, or even add a custom one as well if you need additional information. So once that is set, then we're going to go across over here to the success screen. And this is the screen that they're going to see after they've purchased their product. And so it'll be just a little success page. And As you see right here, it says file missing. That's because I didn't upload the PDF for this particular guide. But if you already did, then this will not be showing. And you can edit this section out however you want. You can edit your thank you message to say whatever it is that you want, or you can swap out this picture. This is a picture of me, but typically what I would do is I would just add a picture of the product that it is that I'm selling, just to keep everything, you know, similar with one another or congruent. And then the next thing right here, we're going to take a look at the email receipt. This is the email that your customer is going to get once they've made the purchase. This is their receipt. You can also go through this as well, and you can make changes or add to it, but it's fine as is. I wouldn't even touch this at all unless you specifically need to put something on here. And so I think that this is good. And once you've done that, all you have to do is click next. And obviously it's going to tell me to upload a file. So what I'll do is I'll upload a arbitrary file just for the sake of this video. All right, so I have a file uploaded right here. Once you've done that, you go ahead and click on next. And then it's going to confirm if you want to list your product now inside your store. I'm going to skip this for now, but what you would do is you just check that and you'll click the blue button. But I'm going to skip this for right now because it's not a real product. And so this screen pops up right here. It says your product is live but unlisted. Once you have completed your product and done this, then you can go ahead and list it. And so what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the sidebar. We're going to go to marketing, and then we're going to go right here to email automations, and we're going to create a new automation right here. And then you'll see all these different templates. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to this one down here that says welcome funnel, say preview the template. And this will be a preview of the template, but we can edit this out to look however it is that we want. If we want to change the palette, we can do that. And so let's see. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So what we're going to do is go with seashell. Nope, don't like that at all either. So we're just going to keep it as snow. And then once you're happy with that, we'll click on use template. And then right here, you'll have automation settings, or this is how we're going to instruct how the email is going to be sent out. So the condition is we either have after someone joins a mailing list or after someone purchases a product. So what we're going to do is, for this case, is going to be after someone purchases a product. We want the email to be sent out. And so right here, we're going to select the product that they purchase, so which is going to be the one that we just made. So we're going to unselect all these other ones, and we're going to go with this one right here at the bottom because that's the one we're going to use. And so after someone purchases the juicing for health guide, this email will go out to them. And so we're going to save that, and now we can actually edit our email. And so as you can see, this is how they have it structured. After someone purchases, immediately this email will be sent out. And so we're going to go ahead and actually edit this email really quick. So we'll click on edit email, and then I'm going to actually paste in the template that I already have. All right, so now I have pasted in the template. As you can see, it says hi, first name, and this is just a condition or personalized. All you need to do is tap this right here, and you can select how you want to, what personalizations that you want to put inside this email. And so this will automatically use the customer's first name. And it just says, thank you for grabbing the juicing for health guide, and do some formatting again. The guide is ready to download. I'm excited for you to dive in. And typically what I would do is I would also paste a download link to my guide as well inside this email, just in case they either forgot to do it before or something happened and they just never downloaded it after they paid. And so I want to have this as a backup. So it's welcoming them. It's going to be a welcome email, but also provide them access to what they just purchased. And so this is just arbitrary stuff. I used ChatGPT to create this email. And so that's what you can always do. And then you can also edit other aspects of this. So if you If you want to edit what's up here, if you don't want it, like I don't need an image, so we'll delete that. This welcome, I'll keep it right here just so it's, because this is a welcome email. And then we can go down here to where it has my signature. You can always edit out what this says. It just says my name, but you can also change the font to something else, or you can just get rid of this whole thing entirely. It doesn't matter. You don't have to keep that. You can edit this thing to be out however you like. And then I like to go ahead and take a look at the mobile version of it just to see how it looks. All right, it looks good. And then you can rename this right here to whatever you want so that you know exactly what this email is for. And you can send a test to yourself just to make sure it looks all right. And then once you're satisfied with that, you just click the next button, and then it shows you a little preview of it. And then here is where we actually enter the subject line for this particular email. And so let me enter that right now. All right, so I've entered the subject line, and then you can put a preview line here, which is optional. I'm not going to worry about that, but that's definitely something that you can do. And then, you review this, and if it looks good, you save it, and then you can continue with the sequence if you want. So if you want to add another email, then you can go ahead and add another email to this sequence. And if not, then it's automatically going to go right here to the next selection, which is end automation sequence. And this will just be a one email funnel sequence. And so once you are settled with that, all you have to do is click this blue button and activate that automation. And guess what? It is now activated. So what I want to show you is how to do something called a smart reply. This is when you comment a keyword and you get a automatic message sent directly to you with a link or instructions to do whatever it is that you are asking your potential customer to do. So right now I'm over here on my Instagram profile, and I want to show you an example of what I mean. So as you can see right here in this description, I'm instructing you to hit the link in bio or comment the word freedom. And then I send you my beginner's video walking you through the steps that I took to hit consistent $1,000 days. So let's take a quick look at my descriptions or my comment section. You see, I have people commenting the word freedom right here. And so all I've done is they comment the word freedom, and I automatically set up a reply that goes out instantly. This isn't me manually typing this out. This is on autopilot right here. And what I do is whenever somebody comments this keyword, I send them a direct message with instructions on what to do next. And so I want to show you how to set that up inside of Beacons because it's very easy. So inside of Beacons, all you're going to do right on their home page, you're going to come over here to marketing. And then we're going to go over to smart reply. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and create our first smart reply. And we're going to do it basically for the digital product that we just created. So you're going to tap this blue button and you're going to have three options. You can use a specific post or reel. You can do any post or reel, or you can do stories and DMs. For this example, I'm just going to go with any post or reel. And so whenever anybody comments the trigger word on any of my videos, then they will be sent an automatic DM depending on what trigger word they used. And so for this example, I'm going to go ahead and use the word juice since we've been on the juicing guide. So, and it asks if I want to use the exact match only. And you could do this, which is fine. I typically don't because sometimes people might, play with the capitalizations. And if you use exact match, then it has to be exactly typed out this way. And so I turn this off. So therefore, it doesn't matter if it's uppercase, lowercase, or whatever. It'll trigger whenever they comment this word. So whenever somebody comments the word juice, we're going to go ahead and hit the continue button. We want to send a DM with our product link, which is our juicing guide. So right here, it gives you a few different things that you can edit. So you can edit the message text, which says, check out my product. This is what's going to be sent to the person inside their DM. And so I'm not going to change this at all. I'm just going to leave this be, but you can customize this to be whatever you want. And then you can also customize the button text. You can have buy now, or we can switch it to something like download. We'll just say download now. And then we're going to go ahead and select the product that we want to send to the DM. And that's going to be our juicing for health guide. And so this is exactly what they're going to get. And this is exactly how it's going to show up in their Instagram DMs when they comment the word juice on any of my videos. This is what they'll see, and they'll get the option to download, which will take them straight to the product page. So after you've edited this to however you want, you hit the continue button. And then the next thing is to ask public reply to comment. And it gives us the option to not comment or to comment back. So typically I will go ahead and comment back, and then I will go ahead and put in 3 different options. So let me show you real quick what I mean. So you see right here where it says go check your DM now. I have a few different options for what shows up when people comment the word freedom. So you can see, let's see, go check your DM now. Let's see if we can find a different reply. So I typically have a few different ones, and this one is just sending out the same reply. Okay, so here goes a different one right here. So instead of saying go check your DM now, because I don't want it to say the same thing every time, because I don't want Instagram to think this is spam. This one I have, please check your DMs. If you didn't get it, just double check you're following me back. And so you want to go ahead and lay out 3 different comment options. So when they comment the keyword, it'll decide automatically which one of the comments is going to use to reply back. And so it cautions you right here, Instagram may flag your account for spam by replying with comments. That's not something you have to worry about. This is pretty common right now. So unless you're going crazy, this isn't something I worried about. But I would go ahead and input 3 different comment replies for when somebody types in the keyword, and then I would hit save. But for right now, I'm just going to go do not comment, and I'm going to save it, and then it is set. So if anybody comments the word juice on any of my posts, it's going to send automatically, Beacons will send them a direct message with this message right here and a link to this product right here. And so let us take a look at that. They'll get sent directly to this page where they'll have the option to go ahead and buy this guide. And that's it.